Hi guys! I know it's been a while, but I have something very, very fun in store for you guys, and I really hope you guys like it. I'm going to start a new series called The Second Year Experience. So, although I loved my first year, I had so much fun. I'm really glad that I took the initiative to come to UCSB, but I didn't quite accomplish everything that I wanted to. So that's why I want this little vlog series to kind of delve into the second year experience and accomplish goals that I didn't quite meet freshman year. So the categories are, first off, involvement. In high school, I was involved in practically everything. And when I came here to college, I'm like, what do you mean I'm only in one club? That's not very Bentley. I can't be too hard on myself because college is hard. Classes do take up a lot of your time. So just being a part of one thing is impressive in itself. But I want to do a little bit more. So part of this journey is going to be me trying new extracurriculars, joining new things, and etc. Number 2, dating. Yeah, freshman year was a really weird experience with dating. This year, I'm going to be more intentional with that because why not? It's fun. I'm young. Number 3, setting a foundation for my future career goals. So I do plan on going to grad school, and basically applying to grad school is like applying to college. You want to be involved. You want to have things that will model who you are and show what you're passionate about and stuff. So this year I want to try looking into research or internships, volunteer opportunities, a job. So we'll see. Number 4, being more social. I thought I was a very social person until I realized I'm low-key not. This past summer was a kind of hard summer. I low-key developed some social anxiety, so I'm trying to bring myself out of that. And I think by pushing myself to join extracurriculars and such, it will make that happen. I don't know how often I'll be posting these. I'll also be posting fun little videos aside from this series, but nonetheless, let the journey begin. This afternoon is going to be a really jam-packed and fun one. Definitely getting out of my comfort zone and definitely going to hit those socialization and involvement goals because I'm going to go to 3 different club meetings all in the same time frame. So wish me luck. Here's where we're on a really tight time crunch. It's already 6:15 and the mixer is from 6 to 8. I have another meeting for a different organization at 6:30, and then the club that I'm already a part of is having their informational at 7:45. So let's see if I make it to all of them. It is 9:10 p.m. I'm finally back in my dorm. I didn't record much of the activities that I want to go do because I was participating in them, but I'll give you a little recap of all the things I did. Like I showed in the last clip, I went to a mixer for the musical theater club on campus, and they're doing Footloose this year. I know nothing about musical theater, like I said. I've always wanted to get into it. I just never had the opportunity to back where I'm from because they just didn't have that. And fun fact, I actually danced to a song from Footloose when I did dance when I was younger, so I got a little experience under my belt. Anyways, the mixer was partially answering questions about what the audition process is like, as well as, the actual mixer part and socializing. I unfortunately didn't stay for the mixer socialization part because I had to run on over to the PPGA meeting, which is the Planned Parenthood Generation Action Club, which I'm very interested in. I feel like that is something that would align with my career goals. So it was really fun. I was only there for 20 minutes because, again, the question part of the musical theater group ran really late. For the time that I was there, it was really interesting and insightful. We got into groups and discussed things that are relevant within Planned Parenthood and politics and stuff. So it was very eye-opening and interesting to hear and give input about. So after attending 2 events, that made my armpits sweat really badly and had my heart racing and overall made me feel a little bit uncomfortable, but in a good way. I got to end the night off with something that I was comfortable and familiar with, which is my Baile Folklorico group. We had our informational. It was just a slideshow, but I got to introduce myself and reunite with all my other fellow officers, and it was really nice. We're slowly reaching those goals of being more involved and socializing more. Hi guys, you guys have unlocked a new perspective of my room, but I'm going to give you guys a little update, a little check-in, because yesterday was a very eventful day as well. So I attended the informational that the sorority that I'm rushing for had, and it was so refreshing seeing all the other girls. I actually knew a good handful of people that were rushing, as well as seeing the sisters and interacting with some of them. It was also really nice to know more about what they stood for, their pillars and the philanthropy and everything. So, and it made me want to join the even more because I felt like it really resonated with all of that. And then it was my Baile Folklórico group's first practice of the year, and it was just like so amazing. Like, it gave me the greatest boost of adrenaline and like serotonin. It's just like I'm back where I'm supposed to be. Like, we are so back. So that was so much fun, and like meeting some new faces, helping people when they needed help, and I'm really excited for what this year has in store for us. And now I got back from tabling for my club. I was there from 11 to 2, and oh my god, let me tell you that I was scouting. There may have been someone who caught my eye, but I didn't go up to them. I was shy! So I guess that's kind of one of my goals when it comes to like the dating portion of this series, is that I need to be bold. I need to make the moves. I cannot be shy. So that's a wrap of week 1 of UCSB so far. I think we're starting off with a really good foundation to accomplish all of our goals, and I'm so excited to continue this series. We're at the next rush event. It's a kickball game. My team won. Hey.
I lost my Friday.
Hey, I caught 2 air balls and
sprints.
Oh, yep. Battle wounds, but we did that shit. And now it's on to the finales. The girls are fighting. Okay, so since I'm going out tonight and the goal tonight is to talk to someone or like ask them out, get their Instagram number, whatever, I thought I'd give you guys a little recap of my dating history from last year. So to start off, I couldn't even tell you how many dates I went on. I guess if I had to put a number on it, I'd say that I went on like 4 proper dates. I say 4 proper dates because in other people's definitions, I technically have been on more dates, but to the person I was going on the date with, decided to call it a hangout because for some reason college students are terrified of dates. So last year when I was at a party, there was this one girl I thought was fine as fuck, so I went up to her and I got her Instagram, and then we decided to hang out. Not a date, hang out. We went to this spot on the beach and we were just like talking. We watched a little bit of Shameless and that was it. We're gonna call this girl Maui Wowie for the fun of it. I don't know how we got back in contact or in touch. I ended meeting Maui Wowie at a party again, and we just like, hung out, chill, partied, whatever. And then again, it was like another like pause moment. Her story ain't done yet. So one of the desk attendants, I was like, damn, they're fine as shit. Like, I want that one. I was like low-key plotting, having my eye on them, but I knew that they were talking to some other person, or so I thought, and that was like, back off, After I went home from partying with Maui Wowie, I stumbled upon, we'll call them DA for desk attendant. I was like talking to DA, and then they were like, do you want to go to dinner sometime? And I was like, yeah. So then a couple days later, we go out to dinner. I low-key didn't know that it was going to be a date, but it was a date. They took me out to dinner. I bought dessert. We were just having a good time. Like, I vibed with them heavy. But wait, that same night that I went on the date with DA, I met up with this one girl that I had found like attractive at the summer program that I attended, and I was finally ballsy enough to like text her, or she texted me, I don't know, but we hung out. Again, dates were too scary. This might be evil of me, I guess, but I took her to the same trail that I did with Maui Wowie and like the same spot on the beach, and we were just like talking and stuff, and it was like chill. Like, she's a really chill person. Like, there's literally no other way to describe her. Sparks weren't necessarily flying, so that didn't like progress any further. Back to DA, I consider them my 2-day fling because like we went out that weekend, we had so much fun, blah 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 blah, and then literally like the day after, it was kind of like a disconnect. But it's okay, and low-key I'm happy that things didn't progress because we became really good friends because we're both in the Baile Folklórico group. Like, literally, this was us today. Look at us right there, period. So then I go to my good old friend Hinge, and I met a girl from there, and we decided to go on a hangout. And maybe I'm a little bit evil because I might have taken her to the same spot that I went with the previous girl, who we'll call her DJ, and Maui Wowie. God forbid that I know a spot. Anyways, she was like a little too golden retriever energy for me, so we never went on another date or hangout. This is gonna make me sound really evil again, but the same day that I hung out with golden retriever girl, I also hung out with DJ girl because she was showing me her DJ set. Like, that's sick. Low-key might have fumbled that because she asked me if I wanted a sweater on my walk back to my dorm, and I said no. So we can take DJ, golden retriever, and DA out of the picture. So we have Maui Wowie and some upcoming characters. So basically all throughout November till like March, we had been like texting, we've hung out a couple times and everything, but no moves were made until sometime in February, we finally kissed at a party. And I don't know what I'd classify whatever that was. I don't know. We were like friends, but we made out. I don't know. So then I go back to our good friend Hinge, and I met this emo baddie, and oh my god. Let me tell you guys, when I fumbled the bag with this one, I fumbled the bag. She was just so sweet. She like treated me so well. Like she was so sweet. Like she is the one who I had like 2 actual like proper dates with, or 2, 3, I don't know. Ultimately, I did fumble her because like in my eyes, I was like, oh my gosh, she's a goddess, she's perfect. And like I was just so scared and shy. That was my first time like dating like another femme girl, and also like that was my first baddie, bro. I knew that she needed like a more dominant
I can tell you like
person,
being
and,
dominant.
that wasn't me at the time. Like I was shy, I was scared. I know she's in a new relationship right now, and like I just wish her the best. Like she was genuinely such a sweetheart, and I wish I didn't fumble. So now we're on to our last story, our last character. Y'all are gonna clown me for this one because I met her off Yik Yak.
Oh my god.
We quickly exchanged Instagrams, and like I kept telling her how shy I am, how nervous I am. Like I'm just really shy when it comes to girls. So we decided to like break the ice by hanging out first, like an actual hangout. And it was so like nerve-wracking, but it was like sweet and fun. Like we were literally wrestling on the grass. And then we went on an official date, but don't worry, this time I didn't take her to the same place that I took all the other girls. And then literally ever since that day, we would hang out every single day, like, but we weren't girlfriends, we were just exclusive. This is where I get confused because we were exclusive, we argued, we were basically in a relationship without the title, which doesn't make sense to me. We started dating in May, and obviously like summer's around the corner, so the long distance killed us low-key. But aside from that, like I said, we argued pretty often. We were very different from each other, but I think it was for the best that it ended. I've been seeing her around campus, and like I doubt she's gonna watch this, but like girl, we're good. Like like I'm over it, I don't know. So low-key, I feel like I was robbed of dating my first year of college, so this time I want to like actually experience real dating. So now that I aired out all my business, I think it's time for me to shut up. So I'll keep you updated and let you know if I meet anyone tonight. Both nights that I went out, nobody caught my eye, but I am going on a date today. But like any good YouTuber or content creator, yeah,
Go to part 2.
So that concludes the first video in this series. I'm really excited to continue filming and vlog my experiences of reaching and accomplishing these goals that I have. I know I lacked a little bit recording like when I was at the events and whatnot, but I was just too in the moment, what can I say? But I will try to record those a little bit more for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys stick around for this journey. And a huge shout out to my friends, especially Emily, for being such great supporters and like hyping me up and like encouraging me to do this stuff. So I love you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you in the next video.